Oliver North, off the hook but still in demand. The world's most notorious drug dealer, now a star witness, and questions about new intelligence from new drugs. This is the CBS Evening News. Dan Rather reporting. Good evening. Secret and possibly illegal operations at the highest levels of the United States government are at the core of three major stories tonight. The common thread through all of them, the Central Intelligence Agency. In the Weapons for the Ayatollah case, all criminal charges against Oliver North are dropped. Robert Gates, President Bush's man to head the CIA, is questioned about what he knew on Iran-Contra. And the prosecution opens its case in the drug trial of Manuel Noriega, who spent years on the CIA payroll. We have a series of reports beginning with Rita Braver on the North case.
A jubilant Oliver North snapped his own shots of photographers and flashed a big five for the 5 long years between the outbreak of the Iran-Contra scandal and today, when all criminal charges against him were dropped.
Totally exonerated, fully, completely. I don't have another word for it.
But in fact, it was not exoneration, but a legal technicality that got North off the hook. A federal appeals court had thrown out his Iran-Contra convictions for shredding documents and other charges unless prosecutors proved his conviction was in no way the result of testimony Congress forced him to give under a grant of immunity, a promise that nothing he said could be used against him in court. Last week, Robert McFarlane, a key witness and North's one-time boss in the Reagan White House, claimed his trial testimony was indeed influenced by hearing North. So today, independent counsel Lawrence Walsh finally gave up trying to reinstate North's conviction.
Under all the circumstances, we thought it was in the interest of justice to move to dismiss these counts.
Walsh had warned Congress against giving North immunity, but today members insisted their Iran-Contra hearings were more valuable for the country than prosecution of North.
So I don't think we would have learned everything that we now know, and secondly, it is certain we would not have learned it as quickly.
Meanwhile, President Bush was happy for his old friend.
For his family, who've been through a lot, I'm very, very pleased.
Today's action could also result in striking down the conviction of another key Iran-Contra figure, former National Security Advisor John Poindexter. But it's not expected to affect other aspects of the still ongoing investigation, including the recent indictment of a former top CIA official. Rita Braver, CBS News, at the federal courthouse in Washington.
Back when North worked inside the White House, Robert Gates was high up inside the CIA. Today, Gates faced the start of Senate confirmation hearings as President Bush's nominee to head the CIA. As Bob Schieffer reports, what Gates knew and what Gates did during the time weapons were being sent to the Ayatollah remain key questions.
Gates came before the committee knowing his chances for confirmation rest almost entirely on whether senators believe him when he says he was kept in the dark about the Iran-Contra arms deal, even though he was the CIA's #2 man at the time. And senators warned him early on they want better answers than he has already given the committee's lawyers.
Mr. Gates, you are a very intelligent man. Your failure to recall the answers to 33 questions posed to you by this committee, frankly, is not credible.
Those questions revolve around allegations by CIA official Richard Kerr that he told Gates before the scandal broke something might be up. Yet Gates claimed, "I have had no subsequent recollection of this conversation." An entry in Oliver North's notebook reading Gates supportive of a proposal to funnel money to the Nicaraguan rebels, but Gates says, "I have not